Dear messy middle girly, when you are busy and you are positive, other people's choices and actions will always show their role they truly play in your life. And it's because it becomes extremely important. It is important to let it go. You keep the day positive with what you already have built. You remember something very important. Your circle is shrinking. And no, this isn't loss. This is proof that your intention is finally showing. Because no matter what is happening around you, your cup is always full. So full that it leaves a puddle around it. Today is Huntress's birthday. And moments came where you cried. You wished her happy birthday, but you also wished yourself a happy birthday. Because you gave birth to a beautiful child. You carried her. You shaped her. You loved her into the woman she is becoming. We do not spiral on her birthday. We smile. Because the body keeps the score, and we don't always get to decide what the emotions are going to look like, the thoughts are going to look like, but we do get to decide what we do with them. Today, there are so many wins to be grateful for. The house. Hubby had everything handled before you even finished the things that you needed to work on. You went and ordered breakfast because it was Saturday, and Saturdays are breakfast in the morning. You stuck to your diet, protein bagel with avocado. And that's an instant reminder of baby girl because she loves some avocado. One of the best bagels you've ever had in a long, long time. Remembering and removing byproduct from your life, from your food, from your environment, from your habits has been frustrating, irritating, but so damn empowering at the same point. Because leaving byproducts behind slowly while building a website this weekend, it felt challenging. Leaving new things, adapting, sitting with frustration, and still choosing to keep going. Because you know something now. If you show up as the same person you used to be, you will recreate the same life you used to have. And you will keep showing up as that same destroyed woman in her own world. So here is a reminder to the messy middle girlies. First, we must recognize the feeling. Second, we must sit with it. Cry, breathe, scream, punch a pillow, wrap ourselves in a blanket. Do all the things we were told we weren't allowed to do. Because healing doesn't come from pretending. Healing comes from sitting inside the moment long enough to understand it. Love, Dr. Quinn, your future self. All right, so I want to talk with you guys about the part that no one talks about. It's taken me 34 years to understand who I really am. And it's taken me 3 years to physically believe what my body has already shown me. A transformation. I've lost over 100 pounds across the 5 years. But the last 2 years is when the changes became believable. This is when I could actually feel and see it in the mirror. And I only started believing that I deserved this body that I was living in because I let go of the trauma. And I only knew trauma because I grew up in trauma. Your mind takes so much longer to accept the truth than your body does. All right, so we're going to go a little deeper into yesterday's birthday event with Huntress. If you guys don't know, Huntress is my youngest daughter. So I didn't feel something specific. It was just an overwhelmed feeling. And for my moms that have went no contact or my dads that have went no contact, you guys know exactly what this feels like. It's not something that you can explain. It's just something that happens, right? It was something that was physical. But I could feel that she was overwhelmed. She was stressed out because it's a day where this is the day we first connected. This is the day where the real intention comes from when we have children. Some people might think I'm a little woo woo when I talk about this stuff, but truthfully, I created a memory within her to remind her that she's the only one that can control her world, even though she's living in something that she might not want to be living in. But again, it was her choice. We have to let our children make their own choices, right? So I imagine what a day with her being here would look like. And I tried to reincarnate that for her in a positive realm so that she could have already have that feeling. Because I really do believe that we are connected to our children in some way, shape, or form. And it's very, very, very important to understand that just because they're not here doesn't mean you can't send them love and joy and happiness. So this goes back to a reflection of my own childhood. So I got to live with my mom, but my mom didn't know how to raise a child, but I did. So when we see reflections in our life from our childhood, what we then realize is we're going through the same exact thing in a whole nother realm. And accepting the role that we are meant to play in someone's life is 1000% key when we're going through this. So, whether parents realize it or not, someone in their life will eventually try to place limits on them. It doesn't have to be you, it can be someone else. Keep that in mind. So, this is my message to my moms that are out there that are struggling with this piece. This is the part that hits super deep because I know there is a mother watching this right now thinking, I can't leave, but I don't want to lose my children. I was once you. I once excused abuse. I once tolerated things that should have never been tolerated, all because I wanted to hold on to the identity of being a mother. And when a healthy life was sitting right in front of me, I ran from it. I tried to destroy it, just like my toxic masculine energy that had existed in my world previously. Because the chaos is what I was used to. Peace feels dangerous. Learning to become the woman I am meant to be. I had to learn to sit with it. I had to learn to receive it. I had to learn how to become what people jokingly call the passenger princess. I had to learn that jealousy and ego were no longer a part to control in my life. I had to learn how to become the woman I was always meant to be. And it all started 10 years ago. A 6 foot a 6'2" man walked into my life, right in the middle of what I thought was the messiest chapter of my story. At this point, I had about 2.5 years of sobriety of toxicity. I had just came out of a toxic relationship with my girls' father, and yet jealousy and ego still controlled the first 7 years of our marriage, until one day we both had a wake-up call. The kind of wake-up call that screams so loud that if you want to make it work, you do the absolute thing you never thought you would. Change. We realized something most couples never realized. Our real job, not just as parents, not just as partners, and not just as being a human being. And when you understand that level of responsibility that comes with each of these roles, you realize something very powerful. You cannot change anyone, but you can become the example. And that example is what gives other people permission to grow. This is why I do the work that I do, helping men and women walk through their messiest season ever, not by pretending life is perfect, not by pretending healing is easy, but by showing what it looks like to become the woman or man that they're meant to be. Not the woman the world told them they had to become. Not the woman trauma forced them to become, but the woman that already exists inside them, waiting for them to be seen. So if you are a messy middle girly right now, I see you, and I promise you something. The life you want is not on the other side of perfection. It's on the other side of honesty. And honesty begins with the moment you finally choose yourself. Love, Dr. Quinn. So, guys, this one's going to hit different. And I'm about to record today's as well. We are a day behind, but again, I've been working on a lot of stuff in the background. And remember, if you're ready to work with me, if you're ready to dig in, the 6 core boundaries that I stick to and I guide my clients to is available in my store right now. And we also have our emails that dig a little bit deeper into that to get you to open up into writing, to understand writing, to find the way that writing falls with you. So, continue having a great day, and I'll see you beautiful souls around.